play Ziggs. And like, I feel like a lot of teams have seen Ziggs. Is Ziggs an option in Corki, right?
I think Ezreal's probably a good option.
That's
MF is also still open.
True.
You have a couple of options here. MF Ezreal is probably what I go for.
Yep.
You know, Rel is still open, so if you get the MF Rel, that's pretty nice. But you could also match. You could lock in mid the Victor to deny it if you don't have an answer.
Yeah, I mean that's still open. They banned full Victor.
Yeah. The problem is Victor plus 80 carries. If you go Victor plus a mobile, then you're really susceptible to dive.
True.
So I wouldn't like a Victor early rotation here because then they're just going to go dive and your mobile carries are screwed. That's a common mistake I see in drafts right now.
And Linfeng can just pick out Galio as a response, right?
He can do. If
JDG go Victor.
It really depends on what you pilot, because Galio hasn't been that high prio in LPL. So I don't think it's actually a real counter in the LPL, which is interesting.
Okay.
There's a Zyra.
There is a Zyra.
Now I want Rel to be denied on the side of JDG. It's too OP with these champions. Rel, MF, Zyra is like a really big classic. Then you go Alistar in response or Poppy. But now what AP jungle did you go on this match?
Classic.
Corki, Nidalee, or Yone.
Does that mean you just don't pick Victor now? If you have AP jungle? Like
yeah, you don't pick Victor anymore. So it's interesting. Maybe the Akali, because like on blue side you have to target man too. Maybe Akali's like a target man to the left. So Nidalee, and then do they keep the Corki flex? It looks like they're going to. And they're going to pick up a top laner for... and this is interesting.
Yeah.
Because this is way more proactive. There's way more action on the map possible, right? Compared to when you have a Vive
sets up
out of
the
it.
style for game one.
Exactly.
And the draft actually points to it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They decided we're not going to scale, we're actually going to take the fight to them.
Yeah.
In the early game. So now you want to match AD mid laner, probably, because Corki could be mid and then mid laners are pinched. Yone could be good. But what do you have as an option into Corki mid? It looks like they're not going to go for either. Going to go for the Rel like we highlighted before, because Rel sets up MF ult and Zyra plants and spells too well.
Okay, well, I'm guessing Alistar's first ban.
Alistar Poppy, pretty go-to standard bans.
Yeah.
That you could pinch, and then support pool's
really You really think you don't ban Poppy here, do you?
Poppy's really good into
Rel, but that's just like one part of the match.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have any engage. I feel like this comp needs like Nautilus, who are the premier engage supports, no?
It's quite interesting. Yeah, so you need Nautilus, right? That's probably going to be the last engage support that's available. Alistar, I expect to be banned, and they pick Alistar there. You're right, I agree with you. Now, interestingly, they don't think that Corki is guaranteed in bot lane. It's probably mid, which makes sense because they want the AD solo laners with Nidalee, so they actually ban Ziggs away. But AD mid pool is getting heavy pinched. I'm worried, because what does Linfeng have as AD when all these champions are out? Because Yone and Corki are the best. Would you go down to like the Lucian, the Tristana? You also have Yasuo.
Are you worried about
Bessa?
Azir against this comp? Like, Azir just seems trash.
You need AD. Yeah. When you have AP junglers, you need AD. So it's going to be one of them.
Okay.
Lucian, Tristana, and Bessa. Yasuo. Corki gone.
Victor ban.
Really?
But now
Victor AD carry?
They've just left Alistar up. So
I'd be surprised if they flex Corki away from mid lane, because mid lane pool AD wise is very, very pinched.
I feel like Corki can kind of withstand Misfortune Rel early, no?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely really fine. There's Yasuo, right? So they're pinching the AD mids.
Yep.
Now, what do you have if you're Linfeng? I think it's really difficult.
You said Lucian.
Lucian.
That's really... You said it properly as well.
Yeah, I've been peer pressured in saying Lucian or Lucian. And into Renekton, and then leave R5 AD mid. Counter pick for Linfeng. I thought maybe they could do Gragas, but they're not doing Gragas.
Ooh. And do we actually get the Corki mid in the end as well? Remember, this has just been played as a flex. So we would get, you know, double AD solo laners in the end as expected.
You know what, I just had a thought. I quite like MF later on in Fearless when Braum has been picked, because then you don't have the Braum wall potential.
True.
It's quite nice. Also, Braum can't be picked because of Ornn. It's just a nice little interaction there. There's the Ezreal into the MF for the outrage. So it is Ezreal bot lane, Corki mid, like we highlighted.
Wait.
What support do they go? Poppy.
Yeah, okay.
No, Alistar? I think Alistar's better.
Alistar is so good against Rel.
Yeah.
Alistar, well, more premier
It also
engage.
has more support, setup for the Nidalee, rather, which is very important.
They can't pick Rakan, by the way. You saw that hover, they can't pick it.
Yeah.
Alistar, it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah. And then, what is the pick on the other side? Maybe they're concerned about Silas pick with the Alistar lock-in? But your AD mid, it has to be AD with a Zyra. Aurelia? I forgot about Aurelia.
Chinese Aurelia?
Linfeng Aurelia? I don't know if this guy plays as Aurelia. It'd be interesting to see.
I don't know.
But it warps the game around it.
Oh
no! Dude, no, we're not doing 2024. No, 2024 summer, please.
But what other options are there? All right, everyone in the chat, yo, appreciate people being here. We run ads now so you don't get them in game. We smash them out. About 3 minutes of it. Yes, they're long. But if you prime, sub, you don't get to see them. This way, you don't have to get kicked in the ass. Okay? Hopefully the button works. That way you won't get what happened in the last game. All right. So, timer for JDG at least. Well, not necessarily a timer, but I mean,
I think so.
To be fair, OMG have
a massive timer.
And Smolder. So
it's
maybe
a massive
I was
timer.
right at the start, yeah.
Renekton and Italy, like they're going to get outscaled like hell. They have to secure all the grubs, all the neutrals. They have to be proactive with the Nidalee into the Zyra. So with the Smolder lane as well, do they have priority in mid lane? Probably not, right? Although this does go back and forth in terms of priority depending on the nerfs and the state of Smolder. I do think Corki should win right now. I mean, it's interesting. Is this the first Smolder you've seen this year?
Yeah, I've definitely not seen a Smolder
maybe
in
an
any competitive play.
Maybe an LCK? I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with LCK as closely, but an LPL for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so we get in the game. Big shout out. Fnatic Poby. You're lucky. Dude, I even have Nitrix. Yo, Nitrix is an... What do you mean, who the hell is that? Yo, don't be mean to our chatters. Nitrix used to play in ERLs back in the day. Actually played with... Yo, who did you play with? You played with names.
Oh, yeah?
Inax? No, that was Orcs.
Dignitas. He used to play on Dignitas.
Oh, Dignitas
that's
EU.
NA with Impaler Kasing.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool as hell.
And he actually came and worked for me at my family restaurant in Australia.
That's random.
When he was backpacking. That's how we met.
That's so random.
That's how me and Reese met back in the day. Crazy. All right, Reese, buckle in, brother, because we...
T1 Rat, isn't he a celebrity?
He is a celebrity. Yo, if everyone joining in, a bit of a change with our broadcast. We're more of a chillax, like, you know, I mean, I guess it's a coach room vibe in between the games, chatting with you guys. But in-game, we are all action, all money.
Casting full-time.
Yeah, hell yeah, we do. Yeah, we appreciate everyone being here. Thank you again for stopping by, and welcome to Game 2. OMG slapped them in Game 1.
Surprisingly.
Somehow.
I mean, that's absolutely mental. I don't know how they picked up a win versus JDG, but they did, and very convincingly too.
Neither do I.
Off the top of my head, I'd say that JDG were inting.
JDG, yep, that's right.
Did I say JDG?
Yeah, you said BLG before JDG.
Yeah, I'm messing up these acronyms, I will say.
Yeah.
Acronyms are hard.
Gotta go. Well, Smolder's back in the game. There were limited options. If you missed out on the draft, like, massive side note for everyone out there. Bro, the draft was kind of wacky, no?
It
like,
was.
They left up that they banned for Victor, didn't pick Victor. We got Shun's in Italy. 80 mid laners were given over. Flex played with.
Yeah.
And then they just accepted that Alistar was going to be given into Moham.
It does look like second game into Fearless. For the LPL, the meta is second game. You get AP junglers coming out.
Yep.
AP junglers are AD mids,
just
and
like
that's
that.
the composition, right? Like, you play similar to 2024 Summer. Looks like... Looking for a lane swap here. Invaded for Vision, and now they matched it on the side of OMG. But it looks like, you know...
That's a trap. Yeah, he's in trouble. Spear connects. Shun takes a bit of damage on the way out. Now, the problem is that Shun, Nidalee, level 1 is just going to be able to Q, and maybe more Q. He's over, he's engaged. Moham surprised him. Ignite, auto attack. First blood over to OMG, and JDG have been caught unawares. Missing is not a champion at level 1 either. So with the remount, he's in trouble. He's flashed on as well. Starry says, no, I want to get damage on the pace for the lane. And honestly, this is a disaster for JDG. Flash away. Crash down doesn't connect, but Pay's now out of a summoner, and JDG out of a job for Game 2 as well.
That's triple summoners for JDG. They could regank later on as well. It's absolutely mental. It's an amazing play from OMG, especially from Moham there. What they do is they know the swap is happening, so they wait, and they interrupt and disrupt the clear of Shun as he's engaged on the red buff. Really nice bit of play, and now the top side can go towards Heng. Heng, the lane swap doesn't go through, and Shun is delayed in this clear. So the volatility that you want to use with the Nidalee has been stifled. It's going to be later on, if any ganks that come through or invades that come through, it's going to be much more difficult for Zyra, who clears really quick on her own.
I mean, yeah, like especially with that tempo advantage, Heng is just already up 14-4.
Yeah.
Jungle moving down, this bot side clear is going to be the end for Heng, but only the beginning for Shun, who's going to have to work his way up towards that top side and finish up his blue side.
All lanes, at the very least, they get prio in mid and bottom, right? However, you're not going to be able to invade now. So JDG, once again, with the, honestly, completely disrupted early game.
Yep.
And this time they have more tools, so they don't have the scaling to fall back on. It's a bit rough.
Well, I mean, if they fight like they did last game, then I think, you know, JDG still not... not out of the limelight for this game specifically, but the thing that I always worry about is Heng as he hits level 4. I mean, his damage is going to be immense. Arla's already got the push here, and look at where the wave is.
Yeah.
He's got to ferry it.
He does. He's got to find a way to crush his way. Arla, do not go for the ward.
He's going to do it.
There's a plant there.
Oh, and he gets rooted anyway.
It's fine.
He eased preemptively, and it's kind of smart. Still gets the ward down, so he has information gathered now in that pixel brush. But Heng walks back up, and he might even go for double scuttle.
I don't know why I freaked out about an Ornn lane gank, to be honest.
Well, he thought Ornn flashed.
Yeah. Where's the damage? Actually, none. Shun finally going to finish that pull there, but the Zyra's going to be able to recall and get on the map for the respawn camps even faster.
Yep.
So the pace is there for the Zyra and OMG.
I feel like on the Chinese platform as well, when you go up to that 10M, like that better quality, you also get better quality sound. I mean,
yeah, it feels like it.
I mean, that does make sense when you do like 480p versus like.
Mean?
Huh?
What does 10M mean?
10,000 megabytes. I don't know. I'm not sure. 10M, 10 mhms.
So the thing is, they do know where Zyra started. So maybe they're looking for a deep ward, potentially invade with the prior they have a top side and mid, but they're not actually going to go for it. Shun is actually going to recall rather instead and go for his respawn camps on the bot side. So again, a tempered early game. No vulnerability. Beta dash is picked up for both sides. And we're going to see more full clearing. Classic. Yo, I did not miss Corky Smolder. You. So, okay, a little tidbit.
What?
I was VOD reviewing Jojo Build to see what he would bring to the table.
Okay.
Okay, before this year started. And I was trying to watch Summer's games, 2024 Summer, and I had to watch like 6 games of Ivan Smolder Corky. I never want to see it again.
It's so bad, yeah.
I never want to see it again.
Bro, Smolder's like the most boring champion, because then you just get late game.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, that was a good attempt. It stops the back at the very least as well. Javelin toss will be up and available. You can do it again.
Yeah, you can keep doing this over and over and over again. And the dive comes through. He has Fury. Oh, he's not going to waste his Fury.
Hery has no mana. Hery has absolutely no mana. So all they need to do is get the stun down, the spear connect, and out. Good slice and dice. Arla tanks up. He ulties in the interim as well. Sean! Ooh! He didn't finish the job. Flash away. Hery gets out. He has TP. Bro, that should have been a clean dive, but Shun just, I guess, didn't have enough damage.
Yeah, I feel like you sit on him maybe a bit longer with Arle's ulti. He doesn't ulti immediately, but rather on the way out. It's strange how he doesn't go for the WR combo into instant cancel. It's the most burst you can do. Very, very interesting how they don't completely commit, because then I suppose you're trading 1-for-1 that isn't worth it, so the combo outscales you. Regardless, though, going to be TP in for Hery again, and he's going to catch a majority of that wave, and it's a good tower avoid. I like what he did. He buffered, he didn't buffer anything, but he knocked up Nidalee, and then watch the damage onto Nidalee with a tower ramp. So Arla doesn't go for the WR, but then Shun is going to take damage here.
Holy ramp. Yeah, fair enough.
Mental. But I do think if they mis-executed, I think if he doesn't take that damage with a tower shot, Renekton Diagros, and then they wrap around without taking that tower shot, they can probably redive.
Okay. Well, I mean, regardless gets Hery out, there's still an advantage for Arla. Just note as well, he got a bit of access to tower plating. Picked up one, I think, in that transition or roundabout. While for OMG, haven't picked up any plating in any of these lanes. They're looking for the push, but missing on the threat here as he comes back in for Pays. And, early game, all things granted, actually not bad. Mid's winning out, Linfeng's getting poked out by range, and, like, the early game where Shun dropped a kill doesn't actually mean too much as of yet.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams, like, single kill early isn't going to do too much, unless maybe it's on the Renekton.
Yep.
Touch my mic there.
Yeah, I will. I'll baby you.
Thank you. Maybe on the Renekton, they kind of accelerate and it makes the setup and the dive thresholds a bit easier. But for now, what you've got to do is use your priority in mid, bot, and top to accelerate the mid lane, facilitate dives, as well as secure neutral objectives. So grub spawns in 3 minutes are going to be massive. OMG securing grubs with a Smolder on top side is illegal, by the way.
Yeah.
That is really illegal.
So I have the biggest question. It's like JDG. Can they just maintain this pressure in top, and then what? And then make a double trade, because Dragon was started on bot side of the map.
Yeah.
Shouldn't playing towards the Renekton.
I mean, that's the problem. They can't make plays up top side because there's no neutral objectives, and they can't dive in order.
Yeah.
Their windows have been limited because of the early game plays, and now they've got to wait for this Dragon and potentially grubs, and that maybe they can contest then. I mean, for sure they should be able to with the Renekton ulti if they re-swap. I think there's an angle.
I guess it's not as illegal because of Zyra, Like, it's not as illegal because you're playing towards Misfortune Rel and you've got the Zyra already, right? So the 3 grubs weren't as egregious.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I think when you have Renekton, you should secure one of them at least. You know? And maybe they're going to swap back. But you know, look at Heng. The disrupt is clear a little bit. Now, can they match on the other side?
Can they dive Hery again? He gets a Searing Charge. Talent ramp up. It's still going to hurt them. It's the same problem, but different. Shun has enough damage this time, gets the pounce, and they lock down and finally kill Hery.
Yeah, this time, Ale actually fully commits. Last time, his combo was a bit hesitant. He didn't WR completely commit dash in. This time, he actually did. Going to trim the wave. Let's see if OMG can pull off the dive to match.
Well, I mean, all it takes is a bullet time. That kicks us off. Missing has no ult. Wild growth as well. Double ulti now burn. Moham doesn't have his Magnet Storm, so pays respect, but until he walks back up and gets that minion, I think he's done exactly the opposite. Starry takes a free kill, and JDG, they dodged everything until they didn't.
I blinked. Did Pays just E away and then walk back without E and get run down from under the tower?
He wanted that Q on the minion.
He really, really did. Interesting. Okay, Pays.
Pays pal!
Pays pal!
We need Pays pal in the chat pronto.
Uh-huh. Right, so the dive works out top lane, and I mean, you just always favor. I think Ornn doesn't mind this, to be honest. It's expected to lose lane and lose platings and get Dove versus an Italy, whereas the top side, it's kind of delicate matchup where you're getting Dove and losing platings, and the AMF accelerates. That's way worse.
Oh, yeah. Shun's up here now, next grub set spawning as well.
Yeah.
But look, we're back to celebrating a bit of OMG.
Yeah, so Pays is trying to thin the wave out. Pays is consistently running out of mana as well. He needs some kind of presence of mind reset to get the mana back. To be able to spam.
He doesn't E out, by the way. He just walks up, and then he just sticks around because he wants minions.
Okay, so he hasn't got mana to E. Maybe that's what he was relying on. Maybe he thought he'd have enough mana with the presence of mind picking. But yeah, a bit unfortunate. Doesn't have it. Doesn't cleanse the Ignite either. Just accepts his death.
Yeah, okay. So mistake from Pays then, at the very least.
Yeah.
BF Sword. Starry also has a pickaxe. BT still first item territory from his fortune. As I've never seen someone pick up an Infinity Edge first. That just sounds horrid.
Yeah.
What's the gold combination now?
It's
3,800.
I mean, usually you see a BT rush, and I'm going to concede. I don't know BT builds up anymore because it changes so much. I don't think it has Crit on it, so it's probably...
Does it not have Vampiric Scepter in it?
I think it does, right? She's got a longsword.
Okay.
I don't know. Hands up court. I've never built a BT in my life.
He's not an 80 carry.
I don't build BT.
Yo, 4 grubs picked up by OMG. Teleport starts the fight, and Shattering Strike misses. Linfeng is in, and you'd think that OMG should be useless here. But the question is, are JDG going to connect? Does they still stick around? 5 members of OMG. They've got numbers advantage until this Corky flank comes into fruition, and Scout with Arla together set it up. Moham there. There's an ulti. It's a bullet time, but Arla is taking it for himself. That's the opener. Hery doesn't even get the connector, and Moham gets flashed on to get destroyed. Imagine trying to team fight with a Smolder Ornn versus a Renekton Italy. And especially with how good Corky is, that just felt like OMG. I thought they were stronger than they are.
I think OMG did have a window there if they engaged straight away. Because the TPs were coming in and they're very slow. So they have to pull the trigger way earlier before the numbers come through beforehand. Because look, the solo laners aren't there yet. They're still TPing in. And we had a few seconds before this where Hery or Moham maybe going to look for something. But instead the play goes long, Hery's getting chunked, and then they're getting flanked on all sides because they've given time for the TPs to come through. This was sick.
Arla flank, yeah man, the flash, slice and dice.
Yeah.
Hery didn't get to hit anything, by the way. he missed unfortunate, but
yeah, I think JDG spreading out so much was super nice. Versus
the
Rel engage was...
versus the Zyra for sure.
Yeah, versus the MF Rel Zyra, classic. But still, gonna secure up a Dragon there. I mean, Dragon when you outscale is pretty nice, but still. 2-4 in grubs, and it's what JDG needed. JDG needed to come back in the game in some kind of way, find a team fight, and they managed to. Stop losing against the scaling composition of Smolder. How did you lose versus Smolder earlier? I don't know.
Linfeng is catching back up. The laning phase was kind of horrid for him, and stepping up to a Renekton. No stride break in this game, just so you know.
Yeah, so Ale actually interrupted Smolder's flat. So there was an angle to dash forward and keep running down Linfeng, but he was scared of jungle.
Right, okay.
Yeah, quite interesting.
Thank you, Renekton main. Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Black Cleaver this game, I feel like is one of the few games where you can have mega value.
Yeah, I mean, you're leaning against the Ornn and the win cons to dive. Also, it's generally
Corky, Ezreal in the game, like, how good's that?
Corky, Ezreal in the game? Yeah, you're shredding.
Oh, I mean, you're shredding armor for them.
Yeah. I mean, in the 1v1 you need it to maintain the side lane threat. It's also just a generally good item, right?
Yeah.
You can probably go Hysterics next, so you can team fight on 2 items pretty comfortably.
True.
And you can't go stride.
We got Shojin in the build these days or not?
I really like it, but I think the most well-rounded build for like frontlining, because that's what they need on the side of JDG, is a Starry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, especially if it's the burst of the MF and the so on. You're gonna be caught up into this tenacity as well.
True.
You're gonna be happy with that. Good top side. Lots of damage onto the tower.
There is. We're doing this again, are we? How much information is gathered? Ala has got a minion wave close to the turret that just gets exploded, so Linfeng, he'll be safe for the time being. The setup here, looking for first turret while plating still up for the next 25 seconds, is JDG rushing the play. I
always see Hery chunked out before these plays, and it's really significant because it makes the dives easier.
But look at why he's chunked out. There's a Corky Nidalee. Look at the poke. Missing has to ulti here. Wild growth is inevitable, and as you see it come out, Hery now has no mana, and neither does Heng, or rather the ulti to come through. Hits missing. It's a 1-for-1 trade under turret. Pays almost took a second shot as Mystic Shot doesn't connect, and Pays has just jumped on. He cleanses, he flashes, he ease out. Hery! Not good at all. Shattering Strike from Moham again, delays, but Scout is just running into melee range, into Starry. Phosphorus Bomb, Corky damage, auto,
oh my God.
Spear, and Shun is starting to hit them all.
Corky, Ezreal, Nidalee, bullet time. Yo, I love it. Starry trying his best to dodge everything, the same with everyone else on the team. Moham finds an engage, but it isn't the best. Linfeng?
Oh, Ala might have something here. Stops his flat flap again. As you said, he's got flash available. He flashes over the wall. Ala's summoner is down, and a Loogie spit out to slow him down.
Ooh, I mean, massive fight. Massive, absolutely massive fight up there. Wiping the majority of OMG off the map in topside. I mean, again, it's the chunks and the attempts to trade onto these champions. And I didn't even put it together, to be honest. I mean, you pieced it together just there with the poke position that they do have in JDG once they have items. It's really nasty, isn't it?
Oh,
it's really, really nasty.
It's disgusting.
The way they spike in the mid game with the Moham, the triforces and the poke. Ooh.
And if Renekton's setting up the dive, like, I mean, it wasn't here, was it? It was his bot. Oh! But, bro, how hard is it for OMG?
It's really difficult. The outrange onto the Zyra is nasty. Usually she's outranging other people. Missing goes in with ulti, but it expires, so he actually takes a bunch of damage. And it looks kind of dicey. Moham's finds an engage here, and Starry's collapsing, so it doesn't look too bad. What catches me off guard this fight, though, is how tanky... I don't know what Hery's doing, to be honest. How tanky Scout is here. His health bar is massive, by the way, and he just never takes damage.
He's also got red buff.
Yeah. So he's taking no damage from Starry's auto attacks, and the dive. Dodged too much. I mean, Starry tries his best.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game started out rough, but it's now rough for OMG. It's a 5k gold lead. Beat the strength not picked up, but they will be shortly. Herald spawns in 5 seconds. You know, Dragon's up in a minute 10 as well. And we almost got a 2-item Nidalee. We almost got a 2-item Corky. Like,
they brought it back.
They have brought it back.
They have brought it back. With the bot lane dives, I think finally, you know, Shun is making plays, the right plays on Nidalee, despite the disastrous lane swap attempt. Now they can potentially go for this Rift Herald. I think it's going to be a great pickup. They've got mid push, they've got top push, they can just start it up after some mid lane tower damage.
So, my only question is...
Yeah. What's your only question, Jake?
Is OMG, how much time they're going to be given? Because like this game is just going to run away from them, no?
I have a question.
What?
My question is, can you solo cast long enough for me to have a banana? Because I'm feeling peckish.
I can.
It's okay,
I can solo cast.
I'll wait for the break. That's more professional.
You don't want a banana?
No, I think I'm good. I'm good.
I will have a banana.
They're becoming bruised, man.
Yeah, because they're getting old. You've had them. Odo didn't eat them.
Odo. So I buy snacks and drinks for talent who come visit the apartment to...
But the problem is, I eat before I come here.
Yeah,
and
no one has them. Oh my god, engage consumed. No flash for a Linfeng.
Yeah, I mean, he used it before. Linfeng has the help of Heng this time, though.
No, gonna get it. But this draws people down to bot side, right? This is the problem.
Yep.
Now you have a Herald. Doesn't look like they're going to use it, but there was potential for a cross-map play maybe on top side.
The music is just so invasive. Like the Noxus theme, can't you hear it?
Ah! Can I hear it? No.
Here.
All I hear is MF auto attacks now.
Hear you.
Really loudly. Thanks for touching the dial, Jake.
There it is. Can't you hear it? Or you hear the Noxus theme is just so... Nah, 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 nah.
That's the Avengers. That's the Avengers. Dude, what do you mean?
I don't know, but that would be cool. Bright slips it in.
Yeah. A rip in the middle of the Noxus theme, sure, man.
JDG feats of strength.
Yeah.
Where is it at? Not there. OMG are the closest. Grub, Dragon.
Uh-huh.
But I was going to say, with Herald and Dragon going down, they are pretty close. Turret's already been taken, as you know. First turret went to JDG. Another one's going to go down mid here as well. And look at what Arla's doing on the bottom side of the map. For OMG right now, having 4 members mid, I mean, they're just getting torn a bit.
They're torn? Yeah,
oh my god.
The poke.
Wait, Missing got sent out of the Herald.
Oh,
no charge. Heng almost got hit with a Mystic shot. That was game over. As Linfeng at least has himself an option here. Teleport going to be used. He's going to get flanked. His flash still not up and available. And even though he gets a turret, Arla's got his business.
Oh, didn't see Arle fly over.
Hello. Well, he gets empowered W. Linfeng is doing a bit of damage now, but you know it's still not enough. Where's he going?
Oh,
he teleports. I hate it. I thought he was just standing there. Wait, there's another challenger here. Yo, it's Street Fighter. And Hery, he also is going to lose out. He just flashed over. Wait, he needs help. And Shun, the spear almost connecting. Searing charge away from the wall. Hery's not going to kill him. Arla's going to die. And, sorry, Hery in the end. I mean, what? Bro, TP, it needs a thing around it.
I didn't know he was TPing away. I don't know what the channel animations are.
It needs a channel bar.
I thought he'd given up his life.
I thought he was just AFKing.
Oh, I tried to interrupt it. Yeah, I thought he was AFKing. But there's a miscommunication.
Watch this, watch this.
Linfeng TP's away, and we can see the silly animation now. So he waits for the stun. Arla should be holding stun in case of the TP. I don't know what that was.
Bro,
but they're doing a swap seat.
It looks like you're doing the channel thing from Arena.
It's like when you're boxing, you know? You tap out, someone comes in.
Yeah. And then Hery's like, oh, wait a minute.
I swear Hery can run away here and catch an Infernal Cinder and run away with a move speed, by the way.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe. But, he was being collapsed on by Alice, so it didn't matter. But I would have gone for it. I don't know what that TP was. That was
an Eragon, do you hear it?
Chinese Eragon.
No, that's... Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
sounds different to
It's
Solid
very different. It's like the Hulk.
It does actually, doesn't it? You and your Marvel today.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Bro, I didn't know... Is Tarzan Marvel? No, that's Disney.
Tarzan?
Tarzan. Sorry. I forgot.
You're cooked today.
I'm so cooked, bro.
What are you yapping?
I had a day off yesterday, but it wasn't really a day off, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be a big week.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm going bouldering after this.
I thought you were going to say you're going bald.
No, Hannah and I are going bouldering. You're welcome. If you want. You want to go bouldering?
No.
Why not?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You don't want to climb rocks?
No, I think I'm fine, mate.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe another time. I'm a big fan of bouldering.
That's your loss. -1. Now, biggest question. Eragon buff. Eragon fight, rather. OMG got the cojones.
They're leashing it still. It's quite interesting how the patience isn't running down, despite Shun being very, very far away. I wonder why that is. Looks like you could leash it down very far.
And he can get stuck on the wall, I've noticed. And patience is still there for quite a bit.
I mean, JDG using this to bait in a fight, but remember the resistances. I find it quite interesting. JDG on having the whole team being resistance shredded.
Yeah, Missing, though, is going to start us off. Look at this fight. Hery's already sent packing. Call the Force God. Denied. The poke is obscure, obnoxious, and unfair. As Missing is taking the poke that Linfeng can provide. But OMG are already out there, lost their front line, and this just shows you how far ahead JDG are. Eragon picked up.
I really like JDG's setup to the Eragon. It's something I haven't really seen before, is they don't have everyone in the pit as Scout. I
mean, he might be able to trade this, by the way, because Corky is fair. Scout's still not dead until now. He withdraws one Eragon debuff. As that hurt!
That was close. And then the TP is coming through. Wait, it's not over yet.
Wait.
I wonder if they're going to continue to play this.
Linfeng again just keeps getting punished when he pushes out these lanes. He spots out Shun, he goes down, but here's Pays. And remember Arctic. No, I was going to say Arcane Shift could go over the wall, but Linfeng flashes away.
Level 14, 2 items. OMG been really funneling him on side lanes.
They really are.
Over and over again. He's the champion catching side lanes and never actually dying. I think Linfeng's doing his best on the smolder. You see the damage actually starting to stack up. 2 items with the poke. I mean, they're just going to keep stalling, right? It's a classic.
It is a classic,
it's
you're right.
Classic. I mean, you've seen it.
You hear the music now, don't you?
Yeah, I can see it. I hear the trumpets.
Bro, they really went all out. Like, Summoner's Rift music has nothing on this.
Yeah. Man, I'm so sick of this map.
What do you mean?
It's too brown.
It's dirty.
I hate it.
There's a lot of... It's like Northern Territory. There's a lot of...
Do you know how pretty the old Summoner's Rift map is comparatively? Like, it's so green and luscious.
My question is, when it goes like Ocean Soul and stuff, don't touch me. When the Ocean Soul is up, it doesn't go green anymore, does it? Does it go a little bit green?
I think it might do slightly.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure. Is it
Why did you just tussle my hair?
I said the green map is luscious like your hair.
Luscious like my hair.
It's an ad for Neutrogena.
Dude, stop throwing in brand. We're going to get there ourselves, you know? If anyone knows anyone from Neutrogena, we would like...
I want a face wash.
Okay. Heng is washing himself clean. Missing, out he goes. That's Wild Growth once again used. It pays. He's going to E forward into this. You just wait for it as Heng keeps getting poked out, and every spear that connects is a horror for OMG.
Starry's just so outranged. It's so incredibly difficult because what they need is the Dream engage from Moham and to have Starry untouched whilst he ults. But the poke is always there beforehand, even though he has BT healing. It's so painful. Look at him. He's just having to dodge off cooldown.
With blue buff, it's just impossible.
Yeah.
To ever come in range. Yay, we got missing, but he's also got the Eragon buff he wants to use before it runs out. And JDG have now found their targets under Linfeng again. Great engage from Moham. As, remember, there's an execute on this little smolder, but they trade. Spear almost connects. And damage on the inhibitor turret done.
Yeah, Atagon revive gone. They wanted to use it really badly. Missing even flashes over, or hex flashes rather, into them, 1v5, to make sure they force. They don't manage to crack a turret open, but that's a lot of damage. That's another Demolish Rock, and then it should be gone. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a second dragon. A first Infernal dragon.
First of the second.
First of the second. It is the first second
this
dragon.
This is an Infernal Rift, so this looks like Alice Springs now. Like Northern Territory.
That's in Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, in the middle of Australia, this is what it looks like.
Have you ever been there?
No.
No. Has anyone ever been there? Does anyone
Has anyone been there? Yeah, there's some people who've been there.
In Alice Springs.
I have been to New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, South Australia, and Tasmania.
PPX land.
I've been there. And I've never been to Perth.
I've been to Perth.
You used to live
I
in
lived
Perth.
there, and I used to visit a small town down south of it called Fremantle.
Oh yeah, there's a Fremantle in Victoria as well. There's an AFL team based on Fremantle.
You know what I was
Fremantle
confused by?
Dockers. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, go on.
In Australian football, they've got the football is so much smaller than rugby. It caught me off guard. Like the ball is like an actual egg.
In what, AFL?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really small.
And it's red.
I had a yellow one.
Well, you can get yellow ones, but the official ones are usually red. It's crazy. I guess so you can see the ball. Isn't that smart? Because like the other ones are like grey or something. It just blends into the background.
Bluey, green, grey. Well, Baron spawning now. JDG going to maintain full control topside and make it so OMG have to face check into them. A classic maneuver, a checkmater, if you will. How do you face check? How do you face check versus the Ezreal Nidalee? It's kind of impossible.
True.
But they have to make their way through versus the starter. They're so scared.
I mean, at least the turn engage kind of relies on missing. They've got vision of him, but Heng has already taken half his HP, so jungler kind of down and out. And they have to get their fancy feet on every single part of the play. Pays and Scout just picking an angle. Who can they aim at next? There's Moham. Let's aim at him.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to continuously be worried. What tools do they have to face check? They have Moham's buffer with the W away from CC. Can they check with any kind of global? Not really.
He's not even there. He's just he's poking them out. JDG don't even care about Baron. They want the turn.
Yeah, they really, really do want the turn. They have a lot of DPS, so they could commit to the match if they want to.
Allah. Look, it's not warded. If he keeps crossing, it's not warded. There's no vision here. OMG are going to get flank missing. Starts to play. Allah's far away, though, but the poke makes it so it doesn't matter. And here, the croc turns up, sits on Starry, enables the hook, and line and sinker. As JDG, it's just perfect, isn't it? What an improvement for game number 2. As there is an execute, though, and as I say that, one down, but Pei still free fires. Linfeng has to do so much more, but he won't be able to, and everyone is down. In the end, from OMG, Pei cleans up the rest of the fight, and JDG's poke comp is so easy to end this at 28 minutes.
Yeah, an attack on multiple sides. Ale had a really nice flank, continuously slowly edging his way closer and closer and closer in the fog of war. Missing, engages to disrupt the enemy team, and they managed to find the angle with the flash. W from Ale into a spear to blow up Starry.
JDG, they'll even 1-1, and game 1 was an absolute nightmare mess. This game, you got to admit, even though First Blood went over to OMG, like, Shun had a much better time, and on something he can carry, it looks a lot better.
It's a nice recovery. I mean, it looked rough at the start. Being down so much tempo, like your clear was really far delayed. I think he cleared one camp versus the 3 of Zyra because of how far behind he was after being picked off.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, a chicken dinner.
Guys, I'm hitting him. Do you want me to hit him harder?
Twitch terms of service!
Oh yeah, shit. Wait, don't ban us.
I love, you've gone back on everything, right?
Oh yeah?
You started swearing again.
I didn't mean to.
You literally...
I'm trying my best.
You literally started hitting me. All right. Yeah, I bonk him, don't worry. It's just off stream. Because then I go... By the way, on the right, OMG San. So San was in Season 3 an OMG player.
Oh.
He's been a caster for many years with LPL.
He's like LPL Cadrel then.
He's literally like... Yeah, but Cadrel's not that old.
Oh.
Like, it's like Yankos starting cast.
Yankos.
It's like if Yankos or like Caps or Perks or
Jack
someone.
Spectra now. He played in LEC.
Yeah, but he didn't play in 2013.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
LEC only existed in 2013, to be fair. 2013
was
first year.
LCSEU at that point, right?
Yeah, EU LCS till like
LCS.
2018 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yo, chat, hope you're enjoying the show. We're going to keep things running for you in the break so you can just kind of vibe out. If you have any questions, anything you want to say, feel free. We'll come back and chat to you guys after this. And yeah. Yo, big kiss. Thank you for being here. We love you guys. And we hope you're enjoying the cast.